have in front of me a Megasat wireless HD sender. It's HDMI. It's available with free shipping directly from freetv.ie. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is we have a high definition device. In this case, it's a DVR, and we want to send the signal over the distance to a television where we can display the image on it. There's a few other things you can do. It'll actually allow us to remotely control the device from the secondary location. So we'll say in a cabinet or something like that, we have this DVR, and in a television in our bedroom, we'll say, I have this here. So what you want to do is you want to be able to see the output and then also flick the different channels, do different things from the television, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show the setup on this. We're going to work it through, and then I'm going to give some of the extra features that are on it there as well. So in terms of equipment, we have a transmitter unit, Smart TX, and a receiver unit. Both the sender and the receiver both have power units with it, with 3-pin plug adapters there. And the idea is that we take, so what I have here is, I'll just do the setup here on it. We have the actual output coming directly from this set-top box going to this television, and we can see our camera output on it, okay? So what I want to do is I want to take the output from this set-top box. I'm going to use this HDMI lead here, and I'm going to say, look at what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this output here, excuse me now, I'm going to run it directly over here, and I'm going to power this up. So there's a little power unit on the back of it here. So we just have an external power unit, and I'm going to plug it in over here. So now what we have is, we have the output from this box has come over here. It's been powered and converted into a wireless signal, and this little transmitter here is saying, send that signal. So the range in this is quite good, probably 40-50 meters, something like that. You can check the exact spec on the box. But on the far side, we're picking up the signal here. What we need to do then is we need to take the signal from there and run it directly into our television here. So now, even though there's no HDMI lead going directly from the box to the television, we have the picture on it, and that's because this signal is going over here, and that's great. So that's what we'll say the major part of this job done. In terms of now we have our high definition picture, it's been sent over here, we can see it on the far side. What if we have the scenario like I described, where we actually want to get the remote control from the DVR here and send it directly over to the DVR wirelessly? Well, we'll need to use, there's two devices here, they look identical. One's a sender, one's a receiver, and they're both doing slightly different jobs here, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the one here that's designed for use with the transmitter, and the other one here that's with the receiver element of it. Now it's a little bit ironic actually that they're called transmitters and receivers, because when we think about the purposes of it, I'm not going to take off the little seals on this because I don't actually have a remote control for this, but think about the flow of the picture. The flow of the picture is going from the DVR to the transmitter, being picked up by the receiver and sent to the television. But the message with the remote control is being picked up at the television end, sent in the opposite direction, being picked up here. And the reason that we need this IR sensor here is that we need something the remote control can aim at. And on the far end, what we need is we need to get the remote control. And now what we want to do is we want to place it in front of the DVR where there's a sensor for the remote control, okay? Now, if you're not sure where that is, a great way of doing it is generally throwing it in the general vicinity will make it work, okay? If you're not sure where it is, what you would do is you'd actually put we'll say something like a book in front of your DVR here, press your remote control, it doesn't work. And what you do is you keep pressing and moving what's blocking the front of it, and eventually you'll come where the remote control works, and you repeat the process going the opposite direction, and then you find out exactly where the sensor is on the particular unit. Well, that's how I've always tackled it anyway. So now all of a sudden you can reuse your remote control and you change the channels or do something like that remotely on it. So do we sell many of these? We don't, but we do sell a good few. Now why do we sell them? We sell them because they work extremely well and they're wireless and they're extremely good. Why don't we sell an awful lot of them? Because they're relatively expensive. Now, not crazy expensive. These type of units were probably 4 times the price back, we'll say in 2016 or 17. Now, and they're, you know, probably cost 150 or 60 bucks. I'm not exactly sure on the price point on. You can check it on the website. So, you know, so it's not a massive investment, and it will work for you. So